So hello and welcome to this Adobe After Effects tutorial. Today we are going to create this scroll animation, and right now you can see what we are going to be doing. And I will show you this in two ways. One of them is going to be this 2D animation, and then once we are going to make this, we are also going to put this to the 3D space a little bit, and we are going to rotate it like so. So once we are going to make the animation, this is going to be very easy to rotate in a 3D space. So yeah, this is what we are going to be doing, and right now we can start. Okay, so in this tutorial we are going to use two Freepik files. One of them is going to be this page, and one of them is going to be this PC. You can use anything, you can create some kind of print screen or something, but I will go with this one. But this PC in here is not included, so we need to go with some other PC, but yeah. I will put both in the description, and I'm also going to provide you the images that we are going to create right now. So I'm going to have two folders for the Freepik files, and we can start with the page. So yeah, you are going to have a zip file. When you unzip this, you are going to have these files, and that is going to be PSD, so this is going to be a Photoshop file. And you can double click on this to open this in the Photoshop, or you can open your Photoshop and then just drag it somewhere here like so, and it is going to open this. I am going to have bunch of layers, bunch of groups, and I would like to put this on one layer, one group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything like so with the shift, and I will go with Ctrl E or Command E like so. And in my layers it is going to group this like so. I don't know how to do this without the shortcut, so yeah, Ctrl E, Command E, and yeah. I'm going to create new document, Ctrl N, Command N, or File New, and I want this to be 1920 by maybe 4000. We are going to adjust this, so yeah, and I'm going to click Create. Now on this new document, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my page, so I will go like this, and I will put it in here, you know. Now I can position this where I want, somewhere here, like so, and yeah. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the C, or I will go in here, crop tool, and I'm going to crop this. So in here, in the bottom, I'm going to maybe go like this. In here, I will go like this, like so. Up, I will go like this, and I will go like this. Okay, so yeah, I just want to have this, and I will go with enter, and yeah. And now I am going to save this, so I will go file, export as, and very simply I am going to export this as a JPEG. So JPEG, I can go with quality 7, export, and I am just going to go to the place where I want to have this. So I will create a folder. This folder I am going to provide you. So images, and I am going to call this to be page, and save. Okay. Now we are going to go with the other file. So I will go in here. I'm going to have right now EPS file, so this is going to be Illustrator, so I can either double click, or I can open the Illustrator and I can drag it like so, and yeah. There is going to be some kind of warning. I'm just going to click no, I don't mind, but yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I will go to the Photoshop, and I'm going to create one more document, so Ctrl N, Command N. And right now I would like to go with full HD, so I'm going to go with 1920 by 1080, but yeah, we are going to adjust this with the crop tool, but yeah, and I'm going to click create. And now I am going to go to the Illustrator, and very simply I am going to drag this from the Illustrator to the Photoshop like so, and yeah, now I am going to scale this, so I am just going to hold Alt, you do not need to hold Shift, and I will go maybe like so. Okay, fine, and yeah. And maybe if I want to have this in the After Effects bigger, I am going to scale this a little bit more. So one more time I will go with Ctrl T, and I am going to scale this like so. Okay, but now I need to go with the crop tool, C, and I am going to go like this maybe, and I am going to go the same up like so and enter. Okay, and now I am just going to hide the background, so I'm going to have this PC. This is a vector, so in the Photoshop we can scale this as we want, but we wouldn't be able to do this in the After Effects. We would have to convert this to the... Never mind, we are going to save this as it is. So yeah, one more time, I will go File, I will go Export, I will go Export As. I want this one to be a PNG, and yeah, I'm going to export this, and I'm going to call this to be PC, and I'm going to click Save. Now I will go to the Adobe After Effects, and I'm going to create new composition. I want this to be 1920 by 1080 Full HD, Com1, everything as a default, and I am just going to click OK. Now I will go to the place where I have my images like so, and I am going to drag both of them to the After Effects like so. Okay, now they are going to be in here in my project panel, and I want to put them in my composition, so I am going to select them and I am going to drag them in here like so. Okay, so yeah, right now we have our PC too big, so we can adjust this as we want. So I will go to the PC, I will go with S for the scale, and I am going to scale this down, maybe like so. Okay, or right now it depends, but we can go with something like this. Okay, I am going to put the page over the PC, so I will go maybe something like this. Okay, and I am going to make the page a little bit smaller, so I will go with S for the scale, and I am going to scale this maybe like so. Okay, I think that this is fine. Now with my shift and arrows, I am going to click on the page, and with the shift and arrows I am going to put this where I want, like so. Okay, maybe up in here. Okay, this is fine. Now we are going to very simply animate the position of the page. So I will go to the page, I will go with P for the position, and I am going to right click, and I am going to choose separate dimensions, because we want to only animate the Y position. And I am going to create a keyframe on the Y position, and yeah, I will go with shift and page down, maybe 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, and I am going to create a keyframe. Okay, so in here I do not want to have any movement, so I do not want this to move immediately, and yeah, I will move 5 more, so shift page down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 50 frames, and I am going to move this a little bit like so. You can hold shift to go a little bit faster, and maybe I will position this somewhere here, I don't mind, and yeah, I will move 50 frames more, so shift page down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 50 frames. I'm going to create a keyframe, so in here I do not want to have any movement, and one more time, 50 frames, like so, and I'm going to move this even more down, like so, maybe somewhere here, like so. Okay, I think that this is fine. One more time, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We do not want to have any movement. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I am going to put this in here as like so. Okay. And yeah, right now what we can do is we can move 50 more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I will create the keyframe, and now we can go maybe with 70. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And I am just going to copy the initial keyframe. So I will go to I will select the initial keyframe, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and yeah. So yeah, I am going to go with the space, and this is going to be our animation. For now, it's not going to look that good, and yeah. So what we need to do, first of all, we want to create some kind of easings. So for now, I am just going to select this, and I will go with F9. This is going to make the easy ease, but the easings are not going to be very strong, so we are going to adjust this. But before of that, we are going to create the mask. Okay. Now I am going to deselect everything, so I do not want to have anything selected. So I will just click anywhere. And for the moment I am going to hide the page, so I am going to be able to see my PC, and I will go to the rectangle tool, and I will get rid of the stroke, so I will put it to the 0, and I'm going to choose some fill. I want to have a red color, but you can go with any color, but red is like the most visible, and I am just going to draw a shape like so. Okay, so yeah, once you make this and you are not satisfied with this, you can delete it and do it one more time, or you can go with S for the scale. You can unclick these constraint proportions and you can scale this, you can position this or anything, but yeah, basically you want to create shape which is going to be the size of your screen, and yeah. And now when we have this, all we need to do is we need to click on the page, and yeah, at the bottom there is this toggle switches mode, and if I click this, I'm going to have different options, and if I click this one more time, I will go back to the original options, or you can go with F4, which is the shortcut, and I want to go to this one where I have this track made, and on the page, so on the page where I have no made, I will select the option and I will go with shape layer 1, or whatever the name is going to be this layer, like so, and yeah. And right now the page is going to be only visible where is my shape, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, I don't like the easings because I would like to have the easings much stronger. So what I'm going to do is I will go to the page, I will click U to open my keyframes, or you can just go with the position, it depends on you, and I'm going to select all of the keyframes. I will go to the graph editor, and we are going to have something like this. I can zoom in a little bit in here, and yeah. In the graph editor there are two options. I can right click, and we have one option which is edit speed graph, so maybe you are going to have the speed graph, or I can right click and I can change this to edit value graph, and we are going to have this. So I will show you with both of them. So I can right click and I can go with edit speed graph, and if I want to make the easing stronger, what I need to do is select everything like so, and I am going to hold shift to stay on the same line, and I will just go like this. It is going to drag all of them on the one side, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, or I can right click and I can go with edit value graph, and in the value graph we would want to do the same thing, so select everything like so, and make easings on one side like this, and make easings on the other side like this. But yeah, okay, so you can go with anything, and yeah. If anyone want a tutorial about the graph editor in a detail, you can write me there in the comments. I might make it, but yeah. And now if I'm going to play this, we are going to have the animation much stronger, and I like this much more. But if these easings are too strong for you, you can go with something a little bit less, and yeah. Okay, so yeah. Now what I want to do is I would like to create some kind of background, because we are going to have this transparent, and if we don't create background, we are going to have automatically black background. So I will go to the layer, new solid, and I am going to choose some color which is, you know, maybe little blue like so, and yeah, and I'm going to put this to the bottom like so, and yeah. Now what we can do is we can go with toggle switches mode, and we can put a motion blur to the page. So I can click on the motion blur in here. It is just going to make this a little bit blurry while this is going to be moving, so it's like a little bit more natural, and yeah. Okay, so yeah. I want my composition. Right now my composition is maybe 1 minute and something. Maybe your composition is half a minute, because that's a default, I think. But what I'm going to do is I will go to the page, I will go with U, so I will see where are my keyframes, and I will go somewhere here, or few frames more, and I'm going to click N like so. I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose trim comp to work area, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, and right now we can export this, but before of exporting this, I just want to show you how you can make this to be, rotated in a 3D space. So there are a couple of ways, but the easiest for me probably would be to select everything like so, right click and go with pre-compose. So yeah, in the pre-compose you can choose a comp name, and I want this to be like so. I do not want to change anything, and I am just going to click OK. Okay, so right now I am going to have this as one composition. I can double click to that composition and I can go inside of the composition, but I can click on my comp one, that is my pre-comp one, and now in here what I can do is I can make this to be 3D, and I can go with R for the rotation, and I can rotate it along not X, but along the Y position like so, and yeah, and maybe if I want I can go with P for the position, and on the Z axis I can put it a little bit more back. Okay, but now the PC would be, so I am not going to do that. So I can go maybe like this, and yeah. Okay, so this is fine except of one thing, and that's the background, because right now we have background which is rotated, and yeah. So very simply what I'm going to do is I will go inside my pre-comp one, and I am going to delete the background in here, and I will go to my comp one, and I am going to create the background in here, layer, new solid, okay, and right now we are going to have a background which is not going to be rotated, and yeah, okay, so yeah, but I am going to delete the background in here, and I am going to make this in my original one, solid, this one, because yeah, and right now because I want that doesn't matter, and now I am going to export this. So I will go to my pre-comp one, and I will go with file, export as to Adobe Media Encoder Q. This is going to open me the media encoder. It's going to take few moments, but yeah. Okay, so it can take a few moments, maybe few minutes, depending, to open the media encoder. And for the while this is going to be empty, but here is going to be your project. And yeah, I want this to be H.264, that's the standard MP4. In here I do not want to change anything, I want this as a default, and I'm going to choose a place where I want to have this. So yeah, I will click my way to the place where I want to have this in here, and yeah. If anyone have been here until this point, you can write me that in the comments, that would mean a lot to me, but yeah, I'm going to call this to be render 1, and I'm going to click save, and I'm going to click this little arrow, and it is going to start my render, and yeah. Okay, and right now I can go ahead to my place where I have the render, and I am going to open this, and this is going to be my animation. So yeah, and I think that with the easings this looks much better than without the easings. So yeah, I am going to close this, and we can also create a render for the comp one. So I'm going to delete the background in here. I will go to comp one, I will go to layer, new solid, okay, and yeah. And right now when I'm going to be on my pre-comp one, I will go to the file, I will go to the export to Adobe Media Encoder Q. I am going to remove the first one, so I will right click, remove, okay. I am going to choose the location, so one more time I will go where I want. So yeah, tutorial, and I'm going to create a folder which is going to be render number 2, okay, like so, save, and I am going to render this. And now we are going to have the render, but this is going to be rotated. So yeah, I will wait few moments. I am not going to cut this right now, and yeah, And now I can go to that place where I have the render number 2. And I'm going to open this, and we are going to have the same thing, but it's going to be rotated a little bit. So yeah, this is it. This is all. I just wanted to show you. I hope that you will be able to use this in your projects. And yeah, thank you. Have a nice day and goodbye.